In the annals of medical history, few events cast as long and dark a shadow as the thalidomide tragedy. A tale of hope turned to horror. It's a stark reminder of the unyielding ethical imperative in scientific pursuit. In the late 1950s, a new drug was introduced to the market, promising to be a miracle remedy for a variety of ailments. Thalidomide was first synthesized by a German pharmaceutical company, Chemie Grünenthal, in 1954. By 1957, it was marketed in West Germany under the brand name Controgan. Its popularity quickly spread across Europe, Australia, and Canada thanks to the aggressive marketing campaigns and glowing testimonials. Thalidomide was hailed as a wonder drug, touted for its effectiveness in treating morning sickness in pregnant women. Pregnant women, eager for relief, embraced this promised panacea. However, a sinister undercurrent lurked beneath this facade of hope. The seemingly innocuous drug soon revealed a darker side, leading to one of the most catastrophic medical disasters of the 20th century. Unbeknownst to the world, thalidomide was wreaking havoc on the unborn. Its insidious effects manifested in a heart-wrenching manner. By the early 1960s, doctors began noticing an alarming increase in the cases of severe birth defects, phocomelia, a rare condition characterized by shortened or absent limbs. The common link among these cases? The mothers had taken thalidomide during pregnancy. Infants' tiny bodies bore the brunt of a medical catastrophe. The connection between thalidomide and the birth defects were first suggested by Dr. Widukind Lenz, a pediatrician in Germany, and independently by Dr. William McBride, an obstetrician in Australia. The findings were met with shock and disbelief. How could a drug so widely used and trusted cause such devastating harm? The answer lay in inadequate testing and regulatory oversight. Thalidomide, it transpired, possessed teratogenic properties, meaning it could cause birth defects. At the time, pre-market drug testing protocols were lax, and in the rush to bring a new drug to the market, rigorous testing protocols were seemingly overlooked. Thalidomide had not been tested on pregnant animals before its release, a crucial oversight that had catastrophic consequences. A tragic combination of corporate greed, regulatory laxity, and a fundamental misunderstanding of the drug's properties set the stage for this impending disaster. The aftermath was a maelstrom of grief, anger, and a desperate search for answers. Families were shattered, lives irrevocably altered. Lawsuits were filed and public outcry reached a crescendo. An estimated 10,000 to 20,000 babies worldwide were born with a thalidomide-induced deformity. Many did not survive infancy. For the survivors, life was a daily struggle, marked by physical limitations and social stigma. As the scope of the disaster became clear, thalidomide was swiftly withdrawn from the market in 1961. Yet, its legacy endures as a stark reminder of the ethical imperatives in medical research. The tragedy served as a catalyst for stricter drug regulations, transforming the pharmaceutical industry and ensuring greater accountability. The United States, largely spared from the disaster thanks to the caution of the FDA officer Dr. Francis Kelsey, implemented the Key Forward Harris Amendment in 1962. This landmark legislation required drug manufacturers to provide substantial evidence of the safety and efficacy before approval. Remarkably, thalidomide did not disappear entirely. Decades later, researchers discovered that the drug, with its powerful anti-inflammatory and immunomodulatory properties, could be repurposed to treat conditions such as leprosy and multiple myeloma. Under the strict controls and with extensive warnings, thalidomide has found a second life in modern medicine. The story of thalidomide is not merely a chapter in medical history. It's a poignant reminder to prioritize patient safety, demand rigorous scientific scrutiny, and uphold the sanctity of human life. It underscores the ethical responsibility we bear in protecting the most vulnerable among us. The wounds of thalidomide tragedy may never fully heal, but by remembering, we honor the victims and ensure that such a catastrophe is never repeated. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of medicine. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth stories from the medicine's past.